What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Nick here, and today I reveal the results of last night's final SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view before WrestleMania, known as the Elimination Chamber, which was presented by HULU TV and Movies. Start your 7 free trial today, and also we would like to send a special thanks to No WYLD for the official Elimination Chamber theme song called No Air, and it's off the album NOMADS, available now on iTunes and Spotify. Alright guys, we're going to kick things off with the kickoff show that was announced during the kickoff show as Mojo Rawley went one-on-one with Curt Hawkins. Now of course, the rivalry, this whole thing basically started last week on SmackDown Live where Hawkins and Mojo Rawley had a choice of words for each other, so I guess Daniel Bryan must have made the match for last night. And the match ended with Mojo Rawley hitting Curt Hawkins with a right hook, with a right hook to the face, and Mojo Rawley pins Curt Hawkins to gain the pinfall, to gain the victory. Alright guys, now we move on to the first of 3 women's division matches we have on the card. Of course, and the first one was Becky Lynch against Mickie James. The match ends with a combination of different pin covers, like Mickie James pinned Becky Lynch and only got a 2 count. And then Becky Lynch pins Mickie James to get a 2 count, back and forth, and it ended with Becky Lynch with a jackknife cover on Mickie James to get the pinfall victory. Alright guys, now we move on to a 2-on-1 handicap match as Kalisto and Apollo Crews went one-on-one with Dolph Ziggler. Now of course when Kalisto's entrance music hit, Dolph Ziggler came from behind and attacked him, in which he didn't want. I guess Dolph Ziggler didn't want a one-on-one match. A 2-on-1 match. Dolph Ziggler didn't want a 2-on-1 match. He just wanted it to be one-on-one. But of course that backfired on him. So Apollo Crews and Kalisto did a double team on Dolph Ziggler. Of course it started with Kalisto kicking Dolph Ziggler in the side of the head, and that led to Apollo Crews hitting Dolph Ziggler with his his signature move. His signature move, the spinning sit-out powerbomb. And of course your winners, Kalisto and Apollo Crews. Alright guys, now we move on to the first of 3 title matches that we had on the card. Of course, this one is for the SmackDown Tag Team titles as American Alpha defended the titles against the Ascension, Breezango, Heath Slater and Rhino, the Usos, the Vaudevillains, and I believe, and the Vaudevillains. Of course, this was under Tag Team Turmoil rules. So for those of you who are not aware of the Tag Team Turmoil, the rules are simple. 2 teams will start the match. When one team gets eliminated, another team enters. This match goes on until all 6 teams, until all teams have entered the match, and of course, in accordance to the championship rules, can only be won by pinfall or submission. No countouts. You can't win by a countout or a disqualification, but you can be eliminated by countout or disqualification. And the last team standing wins the SmackDown Tag Team titles. So the match ends. So the final moments of the match, it was American Alpha against the Ascension. Everyone else got eliminated by one another, of course. And the match ends with American Alpha hitting Victor with the Grand Amplitude to retain the tag team titles. Alright guys, then we move, from there we move on to the second women's division match, as Nikki Bella in her home state of Arizona goes one-on-one with Natalya. And of course, and sadly this match ended in a double countout. After as Natalya was walking up the ramp, Nikki Bella charges in and spears Natalya, and then of course backstage during the interview with Nikki Bella, Natalya attacks her from behind and hits Maurice with that makeup powder, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so that's how it ended. Alright guys, from there we move on to a match that many people say that Luke Harper actually put up a good fight. You know what I mean? He's been, it was a career-defining moment for Luke Harper as he went one-on-one with the Viper Randy Orton. Now of course, Luke Harper showed a lot of tenacity. He showed a lot of heart. And for someone like Luke Harper to do that, I can guarantee you that someday in the future, he will become WWE champion someday. That we know for sure. I mean he's a former NXT Tag Team Champion, of course with Eric Rowan, and a former Intercontinental Champion as well. But the match ends. But the closing moments of the match, as Luke Harper was about to do that to hit Randy Orton with the discus clothesline, Randy Orton counters it into an RKO out of nowhere, and Randy Orton got the pinfall victory. And I think, and again, as I mentioned, I think it's safe to say that Luke Harper did put up a good fight. I think he very may will be the odds-on favorite to potentially become a future WWE champion. Alright guys, now we move on to the final women's division match that that was on the card for the SmackDown Women's Championship, as Alexa Bliss, who, believe it or not, in which her ring attire was paying homage to Wonder Woman, if you can believe that. So Alexa Bliss defended the SmackDown Women's Championship against Naomi. Just to give you some of the highlights of the match. Naomi almost had applied a roll-up pin on Alexa Bliss and only got a 2 count. Then Alexa Bliss threw her gum at her, and the fight was on. Alexa Bliss hit Naomi with insult to injury, and she got a 2 count. She was about to apply Twisted Bliss, hit Naomi with Twisted Bliss, but that countered into a split-legged moonsault. So Naomi hit the split-legged moonsault on Alexa Bliss. 1, 2, 3. Your new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi. So Naomi, if you're watching this video, congrats on becoming SmackDown Women's Champion. You deserve it. And now Naomi can realize her dream of walking into WrestleMania in her hometown of Orlando, Florida, as SmackDown Women's Champion. Alright guys, now we move on to the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship, as John Cena defended the title against Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, and The Miz. And AJ Styles as well. I almost forgot. I know that I explained the rules of the Elimination Chamber during my predictions video, but I'm going to explain it one more time, just for those who are not aware of the match. the rules are simple. 4 superstars will be locked inside each individual pod, and the 2 remaining superstars will start the match. Every 5 minutes, another pod will open, allowing another superstar to enter the match. This match will go on until all 6 superstars have entered the match. Elimination occurs by pinfall or submission inside the ring. A fall cannot happen outside. You can use the chamber as your weapon, as your ally, if you will. And when you are eliminated by pinfall or submission, you leave the chamber. The last superstar standing will defend the WWE Championship against Randy Orton at WrestleMania. So of course, AJ Styles and John Cena were the first 2 superstars to start the match. So that meant, so it means that Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, and The Miz were inside the pods. The first superstar to leave the pod was Dean Ambrose, then Bray Wyatt, then Baron Corbin, and then The Miz. Dean Ambrose first eliminated Baron Corbin, and then of course Baron Corbin attacked Dean Ambrose to the point where The Miz eliminated Dean Ambrose. Then John Cena eliminated then John Cena eliminated The Miz. And then Bray Wyatt eliminated both John Cena and AJ Styles to win the WWE Championship. Now, of course, to give you some highlights of the match, after Baron Corbin got eliminated, he threw Dean Ambrose through the pod, in which the pod is made of plexan glass. It's supposed to be the strongest glass in the world. And well, Baron Corbin proved it wrong again. To which plexiglass can't be broken in one way or another. Alright guys, well that is it for the results of the Elimination Chamber. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please post comments below, and be sure to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe and bell me for more WWE and Yu-Gi-Oh opening videos. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And actually I have 2 Twitter accounts. One is at WWE_minister, where I post rumors, match card updates, news, and more. And also my other account is for all of you who play Yu-Gi-Oh. My Twitter account is at Yu-Gi-Oh Player 96, where I'll post future openings, deck profiles, binder updates, and more. And also, if you guys want to see my life outside of YouTube, be sure to check me out on Instagram. I will have a link for that as well in the description below. And also, and don't forget to catch SmackDown Live tomorrow night at 8/7 Central, only on the USA Network, where of course, based on from what I know, rumor has it that Bray Wyatt and Naomi are supposed to have like a celebratory thing going on SmackDown Live tomorrow night. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the WWE Network, because when you do, for new subscribers only, you will get the rest of February and March for free, including the final Raw exclusive pay-per-view before WrestleMania, Fastlane, where now we have 3 matches for the card. One of them is Roman Reigns against Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens defending the WWE Universal Championship against Goldberg, and the self-proclaimed King of the Cruiserweights, Neville, will defend the Cruiserweight Championship against the extraordinary gentleman Jack Gallagher, who had won a fatal 5-way match last week on 205 Live. So be sure to subscribe and start your 30-day free trial today. And on that, this is your boy Nick here, signing off.